Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. Today we are going to be talking about some more W-2 instructions. We're going to cover tax relief for victims of terrorist attacks, distribution from government section 457B, earned income credit notice, electronic statements for employees, e-filing, and that looks, oh, and a waiver from e-filing, but that is all we are going to be covering today. So I'm just going to go ahead and share my screen. Tax relief for victims of terrorist attack. Disability payments for injuries incurred as a direct result of a terrorist attack directed against the United States or its allies are not included in income because federal income tax withholding is required only when a payment is includable in income. No federal income tax should be withheld from these payments. Distributions from governmental section 457B, plans of state and local agencies generally report distributions from section 457B, plans of state and local agencies on Form 1099-R, distributions from pensions, annuities, retirement and profit sharing plans, IRAs, insurance contracts, etc. See Notice 2003-20 on page 894 of Internal Revenue Bulletin 2003-19 at irs.gov. Earned income credit notice, not applicable to forms W-2AS, W-2CM, W-2GU, and W-2VI. You must notify employees who have no income tax withheld that they may be able to claim an income tax refund because of the earned income credit. You can do this by using the official Internal Revenue Service Form W-2 with the EIC notice on the back of copy B, or a substitute Form W-2 with the same statement. You must give your employee notice 797 possible federal state refund due to the EIC or your own statement that contains the same wording if A, you choose a substitute Form W-2 that does not contain the EIC notice. B, you are not required to furnish a Form W-2, or C, you do not furnish a timely Form W-2 to your employee. For more information, see Section 10 in Publication 15, Circular E, Employer's Tax Guide. Electronic statements for employees. Furnishing copies BC and 2 of Form W-2 to your employees electronically may save you time and effort. See furnishing Form W-2 to employees electronically in 15A, Employer's Supplemental Tax Guide for additional information. E-filing. The SSA encourages all employers to e-file. E-filing can save you time and effort and helps ensure accuracy. You must e-file if you are required to file 250 or more Forms W-2 or W-2C. If you are required to e-file but you fail to do so, you may incur a penalty. Caution. The Taxpayer First Act of 2019, enacted July 1st, 2019, authorized the Department of Treasury and the IRS to issue regulations that reduce the 250 return requirement for 2021 tax returns. If those regulations are issued and effective for 2021 tax returns required to be filed in 2022, we will post an article at irs.gov/Form W-2 explaining the change. Until regulations are issued, however, the number remains at 250 as reflected in these instructions. The SSA's BSO website makes e-filing easy by providing 2 ways to submit your Forms W-2 or W-2C, copy A, and Forms W-3 or W-3C information. If you need to file 50 or fewer Forms W-2 or 25 or fewer Forms W-2C at any time, you can use BSO to create them online. BSO guides you through the process of creating Forms W-2 and W-2C, saving and printing them and submitting them to the SSA when you are ready. You do not have to wait until you have submitted Forms W-2 or W-2C to the SSA before printing copies for your employees. BSO generates Form W-3 or W-3C automatically based on your Forms W-2 or W-2C. So when we prepare W-2s for our payroll clients, we give them to the employees we try to do it a full 2 weeks before the deadline, and we electronically file the Forms W-2 with our payroll software. So we don't go to the BSO website to upload our Forms W-2, but we do like to limit or try to reduce the amount of W-2Cs that we create because employees have questions on their W-2s. So we do a thorough reconciliation of what should be on every employee's W-2, but we also send it to the employees 2 weeks ahead of time so that they have time to review it and let us know if there are any changes. And it also gives us one more opportunity to review the W-2s that we've created. And occasionally we do catch an error on a employee's W-2 that they haven't caught. And so that gives us the opportunity to make the correction and get the W-2 submitted correctly so that we don't have to submit a whole lot of W-2Cs. If you need to file more than 50 Form W-2s or more than 25 Forms W-2C, the BSO file upload feature might be the best e-filing method for your business or organization. To obtain file format specifications, visit the SSA's website at ssa.gov/employer/EFW2 and EFW2C HTM and select the appropriate document. This information is also available by calling the SSA Employer Reporting Service Center at 1-800-772-6270, which is a toll-free call. Caution, if you e-file, do not file the same returns using paper forms. For more information about e-filing W-2s and W-2Cs and a link to the BSO website, visit the SSA's Employer W-2 filing instructions and information website at ssa.gov/employer. And I will provide this link in the show notes below. Let's see, in a few situations, reporting instructions vary depending on the filing method you choose. For example, you can include every type of Box 12 amount in one employee wage record if you upload an electronic file. If you file on paper or create W-2s online, you can issue only up to 4 Box 12 codes per Form W-2. See the tip in Box 12 codes under special instructions for Form W-2. Waiver from e-filing. If you are required to e-file, you can request a waiver from this requirement by filing Form 8508, request for waiver from e-filing information returns electronically. Submit Form 8508 to the IRS at least 45 days before the due date of Form W-2 or 45 days before you file your first Form W-2C. See Form 8508 for information about filing this form. And that is where we are going to end this episode today. So please remember to like and share and subscribe to the channel if you find that this information is valuable. If you have any questions on what we covered today, please post a comment below, and at least once or twice a week, I am going through and